Dear students of class 12 English Literature, we welcome you in our lecture 1 English version lecture. Students, today we have a topic, the Song of the Free, and the poem is poem 7. This poem, the Song of the Free, is composed by Swami Vivekanand. Students, this poem is taken from UP Board class 12 English Literature. Students, we are going to study this poem, and before we study this poem, let's understand the title of the poem, The Song of the Free. Student, the song, lyric that is for the free. The free means, students, whenever we place the before any adjective, it becomes all the people of the same type. Means the song of the free. The free means free is a quality of being free. So I place the before the free. It means it has become all the free people who are beyond their limit. Means this is a song of those people who are not bound to any problem, who are free, and they have their soul extremely free to do anything and to achieve their goal. Now, students, let's come to know about the poet's profile, and our poet is Swami Vivekanand. Vivekanand's inspiring personality was well known both in India and in America during the last decade of the 19th century, and it continued up to the first decade of the 20th century. He was born at Gurmohan Mukherjee Street in Kolkata. It is known as Calcutta in olden time. His name was Narendra Nath Dutt. His nickname was Naren. Students, he belonged to a traditional Bengali caste family and was one of 9 siblings. His father, his father was Vishwanath Dutt, and the name of his mother was Bhuvneshwari Devi. He was naughty and restless as a child. He was very active and energetic, and his parents often had a difficulty in controlling him in his childhood. Students, when he grew old, he had a vast knowledge of Eastern and Western culture. His deep spiritual insight, brilliant conversation, broad human sympathy, colorful personality, and handsome figure made an irresistible appeal to all who come in contact to him. And he was a well-known philosopher of India. And student, he was famous from India to America. Now, students, let's see about his poem. He wrote this Song of the Free, and this is an inspiring poem. It is musical. The poem gives a clear message that we shouldn't afraid of death and misfortunes, and should achieve our goal. The poet has described that human soul has a divine character. It should not, it should never be afraid of. He advises to believe in God. And students, this poem gives a clear message not to be afraid, never to be afraid, because misfortunes always come to the way of man, but he should not lose his way to the goal. He gives various examples to make us understand. Students, now we'll see the poem. This is M. Rahman, and you are attending RSC classes of English language. And please to continue with us and to complete this poem, please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get all the notifications on your screen. And if you like our lectures, please don't forget to like, share and comment. Now, students, let's begin. Stanza number 1 of the poem, The Song of the Free, that is composed by Swami Vivekanand. This poem begins with the example of nature. The poet wants to give us strength, and he wants to boost our morals by giving the example from the nature. The poet says, "The wounded snake its hood unfurls." Wounded means the snake who is hurt by somebody or by some creature or by some accident. Snake its hood unfurls. Hood means opens, and unfurls means opens, and hood, and students, hood is a part of the snake. It means, you say, a flap of skin that can be spread when a snake feels angry or threatened. You can say the mouth, the face part of the snake that becomes flat, uh, and the snake does when the snake feels angry or threatened, or when it feels danger. Now the mean to say is the snake that is called a petty animal that has no value in this world. Students even is able to show his power. He is that snake is able to display his energy before the person who is considered to be the enemy of the snake. I mean to say, the snake, when it is wounded, it opens it a flap of its skin. It opens the hood. It unfurls its hood, students, and display the power of his character. And it should be an example for human being when he is in misery or problems. In the second example, the poet says, the flame stirred up doth blaze. The flame. Students, flame is a fire. Stirred up means when it is teased, when it is caused to be up, when it is caused to rise higher. It means when there are two or three sparks in the hearth, and we think that this will never change into blaze, that this will not never change into will never change into flame, and then in this hope that it will turn into blaze, into flame, men continue to stir them. To stir means, students, stir means to cause an unpleasant emotion or problem to begin or grow, means that is incited, and this problem and this causes which are called stirring up, turn those sparks into blaze, and they will change into flames. The desert air resounds the call. Students, here in this example number 3, the poet says and gives the example of a lion. The desert air resounds the call. Desert means the air, the surrounding of the place that remains generally peaceful, that generally remains quiet. It echoes when a heart-struck lion's rage. Means heart-struck means when a lion is hurt, when a lion is wounded, then it becomes angry and gives and then that lion gives a greatly loud roar. Even this roar is able to echo everywhere in the place where it used to be silent. The mean to say is the lion, which was not considered as a powerful phenomena, as a powerful animal, as a powerful living being of the world, when somebody hurts it, then students, this lion displays his energy, his vigor, his power, and everyone accepts that the lion is really powerful. Now, here, students, the poet wants to say, you should not take these problems negatively. You should take these problems as the gifts of God, as the sources of energy, as the sources of inspiration, and the causes to display your energy. In this way, man will feel that these problems are the real causes to display your energy, and they make man able to use his energies and do his best. Now, students, there are 2 and 3 examples here, and the poet takes these examples from the nature and puts before human beings so that man may have courage, and he may feel the strength, and he may do his best. In the next stanza, let's see. One more example is given from nature. The cloud puts forth its deluge strength. The poet says, everybody knows that heavy downpour comes from the clouds, and definitely clouds is all powerful about raining, but they don't make any rain. Why? Because nobody does any act till it is heard. So as with the clouds, now when the lightning cleaves its breast, means until the clouds are heard, they don't show their power, as the lightning cleaves. Cleaves means the lightning tears the heart of the clouds. Then clouds start pouring powerful rain. Then there is heavy downpour. Then there is heavy rain. And then there is rain, cats and dogs. It means every problem is the key to success. Every problem is the display to make one do his best. When the soul is stirred to its inmost depth, students, the poet says, our great forefathers, our great ancestors are the example of it. How we can say? We can say so because they did a lot. They did great a lot. I mean to say, their life is full of biggest examples. Their actions were beyond match. Their actions, their deeds are extremely unmatchable. Why? Their deeds were extremely unmatchable because they did whatever they could do their best. And they did because they faced the problems, because their problems, their hindrances, their difficulties, their obstacles inspired them to do their best. In the same way as the lightning cleaves the breast of the clouds, and they pour heavy downpour, and they pour heavy torrents of water. In the same way, our great forefathers, when the soul is stirred, means they didn't do anything till their souls were given a rude shock, and after getting that rude shock, they did a lot of good deeds, and in the result of that, they are called great human beings. Means the point means to say here is that if we face our problems boldly, definitely you are going to do the best, and definitely you are going to be successful, and you will be counted among the list of the people who are known as great. The meaning to say is, whatever we face, if we have so many problems before our lives, then definitely these problems are going to make us shine. These problems are going to make us a brilliant success. So we should not take our problems in a negative way. Now students, before we leave, let's see and let's have a look on these lines once again. The wounded snake its hood unfurls, the flame stirred up doth blaze. Means here the poet gives example from the nature, and he gives the example of the hurt and wounded snake and the flame that was going to be extinguished, but they extinguished, and it was in the forms of sparks in the hearth. But when they faced the challenges, they turned into a powerful element, and they proved their existence. In the same way, the heart-struck lion and the clouds are given as the examples, and when they are stirred and when they face their problems boldly, definitely they do remarkable. In the same way, our great forefathers do a lot and remarkable when the problems give them an examination, and when the problems try to make them and do their best. Students, in the last line of this stanza of heart struck lion's rage, there is a metaphor. Why? Because students, this lion's rage means heart struck lion's rage. Whenever a person is hurt, students, that person is here compared with the anguish and anger of the lion. That's why here metaphor, figure of speech is used. In this line, when lightning cleaves its breast, means students, lightning is thought as a living being, as a living being, and it cleaves the breast of the clouds, and clouds is also considered as a living being. When a non-living thing is considered or personified as a living thing, a student's personification figure of speech is used. Now, in the second line, personification figure of speech is used beautifully. I hope, students, you have gone through this lecture very well, and you will make the most of it. And if you like our lecture, please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and please like, share and comment. Thanks.